Okay. Believe everyone can see. Yeah. Okay. I think this is it. Let me make sure if I can hear myself, because you know how this setup just go. So let's see if I can hear myself. Okay. All right. Okay. I can hear myself. Okay. I can hear myself. We good. Let me pull it up here so I can see myself, so I can see any comments that coming in. We're gonna start here in like 30 seconds. I am so excited to be here this morning. Oh my goodness. It has taken a while, but I'm here. And we're gonna be talking about on the path to self-improvement, like where to start. In in one of the Facebook group I have, well not I, in one of the Facebook group I am in, a lot of people had that question like where to start when it comes to self-improvement. And I was like, oh, let me talk about that today. So yes, so that's what we're going to be focusing on, just literally where to start. Because a lot of people, we don't know where to start. Like we want to improve our life, but we don't know where to start. There's so much things. The world is so loud. One, because the world is so loud, our mind is spiraling, and we have all these ideas, or we probably don't have any, or we just overthinking a lot of stuff. And so, which avoiding us to actually get started. And so, I really want to touch on that today. Let me see if I can. How do I see my live on my laptop versus my phone? Anyway, if you do have questions, please let me know because I want to see the questions down below, but I'm not sure. Okay, I have a live chat. Okay. Let me just, hello, everyone. And put that there. So when you come in, oh, hi. I'm now seeing your message. Hi. So yes, let me hold my phone here because I was trying to pull it up on my laptop to see the messages, but it's just not coming up on my laptop. So I will have to be kind of looking sideways when you respond. So, oh my goodness, I am doing wonderful. This morning has been such a blessing that if you hear noise in the background, my heater not just came on. Let me go and turn it off. So yes, it's off. Yeah, I'm doing well. I hope you are doing okay. How is everything? I just want to know how are you doing from the last time we spoke? Today is about self-improvement and where to start. A lot of us really just don't know where to start. I was saying at the beginning. And what is crazy is that I do want to share something before we get into that. I'm going to give you some tips on where to start and how to start so you can get started right away. But before I give you those tips, I have to get this off of my chest. This morning I woke up. I have no idea what time it was. My phone wasn't next to me or anything like that. And I had the strongest impression to go to the scriptures and read. And I was like, you for real, Lord? Like, it's early. I don't know what time it is. Like, why do you want me to read? So I started questioning him because I'm like, I have to get up early to do this. Anyway, let me still pick up the scriptures. So I went to the scriptures. Hopefully I can find it back. Yeah. And I pull up. Ah, so good to hear. I'm doing so much better from last time. Okay, I'm happy that you're doing better from last time. and I pull up Jonah and I was like, Lord, of all the scriptures, I pull up Jonah. Okay, let's see what you want me to hear. So I started reading Jonah, and it talks about now the word of the Lord came unto Jonah, the son, whoever the son of, right? Because I can't pronounce all these names in the Bible, saying, Arise. I was like, Lord, is it me? Do you want me to arise? Arise and go to whatever tongue he telling Jonah to go to, because like I say, I can't pronounce these words in the scriptures. The great city, and cry against it, for their wickedness is come upon them before me. But Jonah rose up and flee. Basically, he flee from the Lord's presence, and that is what I read this morning. And I was like, okay, what are you saying to me? What is this saying to me? And oh my goodness, guys. Oh, sorry. I'm like saying this and I'm reading this at the same time. I'm gonna get back to you now. So I'm like, what is this saying to me? And in that moment, I realized a lot of us where to start. A lot of us know where to start because the Lord has told us where to start, but we didn't listen. Hear me out. What do I mean by this? I mean, we know where to start. We have had the impression, okay, I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to take a step further this direction. But then, because our fears, whatever it is going on with inside of us, basically deter us from doing what the Lord wants us to do. And I say in the Lord, or the impressions that you get. And this is me saying, anything that is good come from the Lord. So I know when I have that positive thought to pick up the scripture and read, I know it's from the Lord. Or when I have this idea that I need to see through, like actually showing up here on live and talking to you guys, this is from the Lord. And when I'm not doing it, I am fleeing like Jonah, how he fled. And we all know the story of Jonah. So this is what the Lord is telling me this morning, that I need to continue doing what I promised to do. What he asked me to do, basically, even on the days that I'm not motivated to do it, because you wouldn't be motivated every single day to do what you're set out to do. So I do want to make mention of that before we jump into the steps, the path to self-development. Just know that you already know what to do. It's just a matter of doing it. Trusting the Lord and continuing to doing it even on the days you are not motivated to do it. So Naz was like, "Oh, you read the book? Oh my goodness, that book is amazing. I'm gonna be, I'm gonna have that book and I'm gonna listen to that book every time because it's a short read. Like I said, it's a short read. It's not anything too long. Thank you so much for the hats. It's not anything too long. So whenever you feel discouraged, and you're not sure where to go, where to look, go ahead and read the book. It will remind you of the things that you need to get done. I absolutely love that book. And so that is what I was reading this morning in the scriptures. And I had to drop a scripture for you guys. And I have all my notes here when it comes to the path to self development. Now, my take is it may be different for everyone because our life is different. Our path is different. The things that I need to work on mightn't be the things that you need to work on. So I really want you to pay attention to that aspect of it. Um, and nothing is perfect. I do want to say nothing is perfect because I wanted to come on live to show you that I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. I go and like, But in my original videos, I would cut out all of those things. So when it drop on YouTube, you're gonna see not what you're gonna see here. And I really wanted to show up as my authentic self to show to you that this is a journey. It's a journey. And you're gonna make mistakes along the way. And that's okay. That is totally fine on this self-improvement journey. So so like I say, being so the first step is what you're actually doing right now, watching this video, which I'm really grateful for, but just knowing being self-aware, being aware of what you want in life and what you want to accomplish. That is like one of the steps you need to take, which you are doing because you ask any question and you click on this video. You want to know what steps that you need to do. And so that is the first step. Like I said, I have notes here. So you're going to see me going back and forward. And so being able to take out time to reflect on your strengths. I want you to do that, to reflect on your strengths always. And don't tell me you don't have any strengths. Because if you are sitting and listening to me and you are wondering, what are my strengths? Hey, you do have strengths. If you don't know it, you probably have some close friends you can go to and ask and say, hey, what are some of my strengths? Because for some reason, I am unable to pinpoint that. Can you let me know what are some of my strengths and listen to what your friends have to say or your family or whoever it is, right? So for think about your strengths, your weaknesses, your values, your belief, and your aspirations. So those are the things you want to think about, right? You need to be aware of, guys. And then you need to cultivate mindfulness through practice. Yes, we all need to practice. Um, oh, can I put the book in the chat? Oh, yes, I can. All right. So, sorry. Move through movement. Yes, I can put the book in the chat. How I'm doing this? All right, let me go and do this. So I know you asked for the book in the chat, so I'm gonna do that right now. So let me go and drop the link for you. Because the last time I had it in the description of my live, but I forgot to add it back. So let me go and put that. Don't believe everything you think. All right, so it's on Amazon, guys. Yes. We'll drop the questions you have it. Let me know if you have any questions so I can answer it as we go through this self-improvement. Okay, I'm gonna get a link right now. And next time I will always have the link because I know we talk about the book all the time. So I'm gonna always put the link in the chat just because. So let me text. Here is the link. Ooh, how are we doing this? I'm just gonna just send the link instead of texting. So you mean it might be able to work if you click on it, or you might have to copy and paste it to your browser. So I just put the link. There is a free PDF online also. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Okay. Oh, okay, nice. So there's a free PDF online. So maybe you could try to get it online as well. I just like having the physical copy as well. So I like doing both of them. So I just love like a book, back in the days, but I also love listening as well, depending on the day. And so move through movement, you can also get a physical copy. Okay, works when you click on it. Okay, great. So yeah, you can get that as well. And listen, guys, that book has really helped me in my journey of self improvement, self discovery, because one of the things that you need to do on this journey is your mindset. It might come before, it might come after. It really depends on where you're at on your journey. And so for me, I'm just really at the right place to expand my mind and to change the way I think and how I view the world and how I see things to make me a better person. And so this book really helps. And after this video, I will go in the description and link it as well for those of you who are coming on the live after and seeing this and hearing about this book? Yes. So those are some things that you want to do. Keep in mind. So we went through that. Let me just get a shorter version because we're not going to stay here too long. I want you to self reflection and being aware, right? So those are two steps that you need to take. You need to be aware and you need to reflect on the things that your strengths, your weaknesses, your ambition, all of those things, right? Remember, we talk about that. If you have a question on that, please let me know so that I can go more in depth. Oh, hey, Roger. Oh, it's nice to see that you're on. Oh my goodness, thank you for joining. Really appreciate it. If you have any questions, let me know because we're talking about literally self-improvement, like where to start. Where to start. I'm just telling everyone about a book. On my last live, I mentioned a book. It says, Don't Believe Everything You Think. Roger, that is the best book to read. It's a simple read, very easy, and it would change everything for you. It would, oh my goodness, it changed everything for me. So I just share that with everyone there, and I will leave it in the description for those of you who would be seeing this live after. All right, so we talk about self-reflection and awareness on this part of self-discovery because remember, everything already lies within you. You already know. I strongly believe that you have that feeling inside that you already know what step to take. It's just you're afraid. Fear, that fear would kill you. Yes, yes, yes. And so for me, guys, I just want to share that. Some days you just have to take this step. Don't think about it, just do it. This morning, when my alarm went off, I was like, Queenie, don't think about it, just do it. What did I do? I woke up and I sat up and I'm here talking to you guys. Because if I start thinking about it, then I'm going to start talking myself out of it. And that's what happened most of the time when we're on this path. We start doing something and we don't believe in ourselves. Or we don't believe we would reach people, more than one person. I was like, what's the point of it? No one is going to listen to me. No one is depending on where you're at, right? Like it's not going to make a difference. And you start talking yourself out of it versus talking yourself into doing the actual task that you need to do to reach the level that you need to reach. You know? Oh yeah, Roger, I will send you the link. I will send it in the chat we have. But I just posted on well, I have no idea how the live this go, but I just posted. So yes. So guys, keep in mind that is one thing that we need to be aware of. Yes. And also on this part, you need to set goals. Oh my goodness. Set clear, achievable goals that align with your value and desires. Don't think about anyone else. Think about yourself in this situation. So that is the next step you need to take. And one thing that I always mention here on my channel, if you go back in my other videos, is self-compassion. Like highlight the needs of treating oneself with kindness. Always, always treat yourself with kindness. Um, Understanding and self-compassion, especially during the challenging times. Because on this journey, on your path, you're not going to be moving forward all the time. As much as you want to, some days you're going to take a step back. Some days you're going to feel like you are a failure. Some days you probably wouldn't do anything. And on those days, I want you to have compassion, just like Jesus Christ. I want you to be kind to yourself. Understand that every day is not Saturday, every day is not Sunday. That is what we say back home. Not every day is the same. Not every day. Today you might have all the energy to do it, and tomorrow you might fall back, and that's okay. But in those moments, I just want you to be kind to yourself. Don't say mean things. Don't not just say. Don't think mean things about yourself. Don't say mean things about yourself, even if it's in a joking way. Because let me tell you, your brain, don't know the difference when you're joking from when you're not joking. So saying things like, Oh my goodness, I am such a failure. Oh my goodness, I'm stupid. Why did I do this? I'm so dumb. You're saying it in a joking way, but your brain cannot tell the difference, guys. I want you to understand that they don't it don't know the difference, or he or she or your brain don't doesn't know the difference. So instead of saying those things, switch it to positive things. Today's not going good. Today's not a good day, but I'm hoping tomorrow would be. I'm gonna try my best to be better tomorrow, and that's all you need to do. Just try your best to be better. Um, got to head back to work. Love what you're talking about. Keep it. Oh, thank you, Reg. I really appreciate it. We can be so mean to ourselves. I've been there. Yes, but I love that. Self-compassion. Yes, guys. My husband had to remind me about self-compassion just last night. um, Even me on this journey who know all these things, who live in a life of self-improvement. Sometimes, some days, it doesn't always be like this. And some days I fall back because we are all human. Just remember that we are all human. And some people, it might take longer than others. And that's okay. Do not compare yourself as well. Comparison is a joy killer. Don't do that. And so I always had to remember, well, most of the time, my husband reminds me that I need to be compassionate with myself. Even though today I didn't do nothing. Like last week, guys, you didn't see me on live because, for those of you who know, like I'm really exhausted on the like almost there to giving birth and everything. And I'm like, I'm not gonna let this, I'm not gonna use this as an excuse for me not to follow what the Lord have in store for me. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we use our circumstances as an excuse not to propel ourselves to reach our goals. So a lot of the times we are holding back ourselves. So I just want you to be aware of all those things in order to make those first steps when it comes to self improvement on this path. So keep that in mind. Yes. um, so I always talk about spirituality, and when it comes to spirituality and self improvement, a lot of people might um, who don't believe in God, but on this channel, I do believe in God. And because of Him, I am on this path. Because of Him, I'm able to propel myself. And I do want to mention that you can start off with that first, or you could include it as you go. For me, I didn't start off with it because I was struggling with my spirituality. I was struggling with my relationship with God while I was doing all these other things of improving myself. But it just never went well. And the only time it started to take off is when I introduced God back into my life. When I sat down and I was like, yes, Lord, I need you. I need you. I need your help. You know me better than I know myself. And when I could admit that, He know me better than I know myself. That is the only person that knows you better than yourself, that knows you better than your husband, anyone. So why not rely on Him? Why not ask Him for help? Right? So I had to do that. And I was like, yes, because you know me better, I'm gonna mess up. You know I'm gonna mess up, but I need your help. I need you to guide me through this path, even on the days when I don't want to do it. And that leads me to my next point. A lot of people start on this journey, but they are not motivated anymore. Why? Because motivation only going to get you so far in life. On this part where I'm starting my YouTube channel, talking about my journey, self-discovery, faith, and motherhood as well, guys. Am I motivated to do it all the time? No. Was I motivated at the start to do it? Yes. So that motivation will get you thus far, but it wouldn't take you where you need to go. What would take you where you need to go is discipline and consistency. And you probably hear it a million times. You need to be consistent and you need to be disciplined because the motivation will die. Every time you hit that alarm clock, you are not motivated to get out of your bed. Like me this morning, I was not motivated to get out of my bed. But I was determined, and I know I have to be consistent in order to achieve what the Lord have in store for me. Because my brain can't comprehend what He have in store for me. I can just think about, oh, I'm gonna touch one person, I'm gonna touch two persons, um, I'm gonna get some followers, build my community. But what He have in store for me is so much bigger. I I don't know how to comprehend it. So I'm gonna not be like Jonah and flee, but I'm gonna follow Him. Oh, if you have any more, guys, if you have any more questions, leave it in the chat below about self improvement. If you on this journey, where you're at on this journey, let me know where you're at on your journey, right? And remember, self improvement, you could try to be improving different areas of your life. Yes, I said it. So you can try to improve different areas of your life. I have it here. Let me make sure I'm pulling it up to make sure I'm giving you everything that you need. Okay, so the next step I have is visualization and manifestation. And so introduce the concept of visualization, one idea function, self as a powerful tool for manifestation. You know, a lot of people talk about manifestation, but it is real, guys. It is so real. And I'm not just manifesting to the universe, I'm manifesting to God. I'm letting Him know the things that I want to accomplish, the things that I need to accomplish. And by doing so, um, I have seen how I have manifested certain things in my life when I actually pay attention to it. And so, yes, journaling does help me when I write down what I need to accomplish and I put my goals from pen to paper, not just in my head. Because I know a lot of us, we have things in our head and we're like, oh, yeah, I can do this. It's in my head. No, I don't want you to keep it there. I want you to write it down. I want you to talk to God about it, where you want to go. Talk to Him, write it down. And when you do those things, you're going to see a change in your habits. You're going to see a change in your habits. So, like I said, I'm reading here and I'm going through all the points so that I can touch on everything. So, if you have any other questions, please leave it in the chat so that way I can answer. Um, I have it here. Where is it? I wrote it down. Oh, okay. Let's go back up so we can get all of those here. Ooh. While I'm doing this, yes, guys. Sorry. Like I said, nothing is perfect. And normally, if I was non live, you wouldn't see this. I would have been cutting all of this out. But I really want to be, I want you to see that nothing is perfect and that on this journey, we are on this journey together and we are doing it. Um, I just want to be able to make sure and give you all the key points that I wrote down about it, about on this path. And I know it's here. All right, good. All right. So also think about the different aspects of your life you want to improve. Which one needs more work? Would it be your spiritual, your mental, your psychological, um, all of these, right? Spiritually, physically, psychologically, mentally. Which one of those? And of course, there's financially and all the other ones. But I want you to ask yourself, which one of these I want to improve on first? If it's spiritually, then you're going to take that step towards your spirituality, towards God, towards learning about Him, whatever it is you need to do. Now, if it's your mental health, go ahead and start reading that book that I clicked down below. Don't believe everything you think. That would really help you. If it's physically, I can help you out there because right now I am totally on the couch, but you know what to do. So pinpoint where it is you need help with, which area you need help with first, which area you need help with, you need to grow in first. And then with that area, you're gonna run with it or walk or crawl, whatever you want to do. Baby steps to be exact, because you don't want to do too much at the beginning and then you feel burnout, and then because you're not motivated, you start thinking, well, maybe this is not the right fit for me, because that motivation at the beginning, it's now gone. Remember, I said that motivation will get you so far. You need to be dedicated and you need to be consistent. And I always tell people to figure out your why. Why are you doing this? Why you want to improve your faith? Why you want to improve your mental health? Why why you want to improve your physical health? Why you want to improve your financial health? And I know the question is a simple question, but as you develop your why, that is what will keep you going, because on the days when you're just not motivated to do it, you're going to remember that why, and you're going to be determined and consistent no matter what. And so remember that. How long I've been on? I don't know how long I've been on, because I'm going to be heading off in 10 minutes, guys, because it's almost time for me to go. So I do want to make mention of those things that I have. And also, we talk about that. We talk about visualize and manifestation. I want to encourage you to continue to learn. Continue to learn all the time. I know a lot of us, we feel stagnant. Okay? On this part, you're going to continue to learn. Whether it be listening to people, reading books, whatever it be, but just expand your knowledge, guys. Just continue to learn on this path. Self-care is number one. I don't care what nobody say. On this path of self-improvement, you need self-care. And what do I mean by self-care? No, I ain't talking about the regular old self-care. What I have here is discuss the significance of prioritizing self-care as a non-negotiable aspect of your daily life, right? Share ideas for incorporating self-care activities such as exercise, proper nutrition, sufficient sleep, hobbies, relaxation, and techniques, right? But not just that, because I put up here about self-care just now. I wrote so much, guys, that I just wanted to jam pack everything. Um, where is it? Where are you? One sec. I know I have it here. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. um, like I say, I have so much. But basically, when I talk about self care, I'm talking about feeding your mind, your body, and your soul. I'm not talking about the typical self care. So when you hear me say self care, please note that I'm talking about feeding your mind, your body, and your soul. Yes, that is when I talk about self care. Those are the three aspects I talk about every time, or I'm thinking about. And so I really want you to pay attention to that, because that is really crucial on this journey. You need to do the things you love. Because a lot of us, because of life and life happening, there's a lot of things that we stopped doing that brought so much joy to us, because this society has taken over us, where we working so much. We doing our 9 to 5, we continue to work, but we don't have time for ourselves. So from work is just right to our families, and the little time we have for ourselves, you probably might just be scrolling on social media, knowing that you want to improve your life. But let me tell you something. If you want to improve your life, you need to take action. And if you're listening to anything I say, think about which area you need help in, or visualize, where do I want to be in 5 years? I can see myself in 5 years, and see that version of yourself in 5 years. So that way you know what to work on right now, right? And take action. If you need to get up earlier in the morning, go ahead and get up earlier in the morning to become that person. If you click your alarm and you still having that moment of, I don't want to get up, I will get up. Just count backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't think anymore. Just get up. That is all you need to do. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get up and start your journey. No, you already have all the stuff that you need to have inside you. All the you already know where to start. You just the world is so loud and you feel like you're confused because there's so much going on. You are the only one who can shut those noise out, and you are the only one who can take that step. And with everything I share with you, of course, there's so much other things. Like for me, I incorporate God in my life in this journey. And when I incorporate Him and let Him allow me, like lead me in a sense, because He knows me best. He knows my weaknesses and my strengths and things that I don't even realize about myself, right? When I allow Him to take the wheel, I was able to see the path that I need to go on. And not every day is the same. Sometimes I'm still questioning him, like, Lord, you sure? Like, you sure this is what I'm supposed to do? And I'm reminded each and every day that yes, get up and do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't just think about it, do it. Um, so do you guys have any other questions? I just really love this. I have like basically 7 more minutes to be on. But yes. So so as you progress, continue to refine your vision of your future, self-based of your basically evolving insights and experiences. Adjust your goals and aspirations according to stay aligned with your true desire and values. That is very important. Sometimes we need to adjust, and that's okay. Um, so I do want to make mention of that. But I really want to say thank you guys for joining me. I'm like so excited that you join me on this journey, that you show up here, that you ask questions, and that I'm able to help in some way or the other on this part of self discovery. I hope and I pray that I hope and I pray, I really hope and I pray that something I have said, for those of you who are watching after, stuck with you and you can take that leap of faith and believe in yourself, like how your father believe in you, that he know that you can do it. You just know that you can do it as well, and I know that you can do it. All you need to do is take the first step, guys, and sometimes that is the hardest thing to do. It may mean you wouldn't be able to talk to some people, and that's okay. Remember, this is your journey. You are trying to better yourself. You are trying to make something of yourself. And I realize that there are some people in my life that, to be honest, I don't want no negativity in my life. So I realized that it was hard, but I just had to make the tough decision of, yo, I'm on this path. I'm going to do what I need to do. And whether you want to come along with me or not, I have to be fine with it. And so it really depends on the journey that you want to take. So sometimes you might have to let go of some people because they're not helping you in that way. In fact, they are pulling you down, and it's a struggle. You are comparing yourself each and every day, and that is the hardest thing to do. I just recommend just try not to compare yourself, because you are your biggest critic, and your mind is so powerful that you don't even know that you talking yourself out of becoming the person you need to become because of all the things in your mind. Your subconscious mind is so powerful that you're not aware of it. And when you can tap into that, then you are able to see, oh my goodness, this is where I went wrong. This is what I can do better. These are the small steps I'm going to take. Because for me, on this journey, mindset is key. Mindset is everything. Because a lot of the times we don't realize the way we think affects every single aspect of our life. It becomes our life. So a lot of the times I think There is times last week where I thought to myself that, oh my goodness, why am I doing this? It's not gonna make a difference. And I start telling myself that. Guess what? Because I start telling myself that, even though it was for a short period of time, I didn't show up on my life. I didn't do these things. And I realized how my mind played a big part in me not showing up, in me not taking the first step. So I want you to understand how our mind plays a big role in this self-discovery journey, self-improvement journey. And if you don't take anything away from this, please remember that, as I said in the beginning, don't be like Jonah. Because when the Lord commanded him to do something, he fled, whether because he was afraid or whatever the case might be. And a lot of the times we are commanded to do stuff. Yes, I use the word commanded, guys, because sometimes we are called to do something. You are called to improve yourself. And when the Lord called you to do something, there's going to be improvement that you need to make. If you read the scriptures, when the Lord call anyone, there's going to be improvement. There is always improvement. They change along the way. And I want you to know that you're going to change along the way. That is what this journey is about, because you're trying to improve yourself to become a better you. And becoming a better you, that's what God wants. He wants you to be better. So remember that, right? And so when you think about fleeing, think about Jonah. Think about what happened to him. And just know that it's just when you don't do what you're supposed to do, it's just going to take you a longer time to get to where the Lord wants you to be, right? And it may look differently to everyone. So I do want to put that out there. And I had to tell myself, no, I'm not going to be like Jonah. Even though he did what he's supposed to do at the end, you know what I mean? But I'm not going to be like Jonah. I'm going to follow his command and I'm going to do it despite how I feel. Because sometimes we study about failing, we focus on, oh my goodness, I feel like this is not going to work out before we even start. So please don't do that. So thank you guys for joining me on this steps on the path to take to self-discovery. It was a really good chat. I really enjoyed, and I really, because I can see myself here, but the camera is facing here, so I really enjoyed. And I'm going to be here. I'm going to dedicate myself to be here every morning to share whether it be scriptures, anything about this part, about minding your space and becoming a better you, becoming a better person. That is what I'm sharing here on my channel. Remember, if you're watching this after the live, go ahead, subscribe, join the family. I do have a podcast called Mind Your Space, and we talk basically all things motherhood. We're going to be incorporating different things because it started off with my motherhood journey, and that is where it started. And I realized so many things about myself and what I want to accomplish. And it was a journey, guys. And that led to self improvement and self discovery and everything. So that is why this is how this channel came about. Yeah, it started with me becoming a mom. So crazy. But you can go ahead, and if you're a mom out there looking for a podcast, you can go ahead and listen to my podcast. Like I said, it's called Mind Your Space. And then go ahead and listen to all the self-improvement videos I have. It's short. And of course, I'm going to be coming up with some faith-based videos as well, because this is my journey and this is how I am minding my space and becoming the person that God wants me to become, becoming the person that I need to become to do the things that I want to. So always remember that. And like I said, I really thank you for joining. And go ahead and comment down below. Even though you're watching this after, just leave a comment down below. I will respond to everyone because we are a community, a family now. And again, thank you guys for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Yes, Naz. Yes, anytime, anytime. I'm just really excited. I don't know, is it?